Hey Virgo, welcome to your September 2024 weekly reading. It's going to be your reading from September 10th until the 16th. I hope you're doing well. We're just going to go ahead and get started and jump straight in. Let's see here. Happy birthday to you, by the way, Virgo. Let's see. What's going on with the Virgos? Pull the Temperance, Five of Cups, Justice card, Four of Cups here. Okay. Let's see here. All right. I feel like you've been pulling the Temperance card quite a bit, Virgo. I think you've been pulling the Temperance card quite a bit. So I do think you've been going through the Temperance energy. Temperance is all about recalibrating things, finding the peace, the joy, and the harmony in the mix of changes that are fluctuating. Also, the Temperance is a card of healing as well. So there could be a situation in which you're healing from at this time. I feel like for some of you, I think mostly with the Temperance just deals with, taking what is useful, discarding what is not, and then finding that right balance and mixture of things when it comes to just the game of life, right? And flipping negatives into positives here. And I think with you, with the Five of Cups being in your current energy, it's like obviously there's been some negatives I can see here, and so you're just trying to get back into the flow of things. You're just trying to get back into the grace and peace energy. You have the Five of Cups in your current energy. And like I said, the Five of Cups, it does deal with disappointment, grief, sadness. It's where like something that we really wanted, we wanted something to happen differently, and it didn't go the way that we wanted, and that can put us in a state of like sadness or sorrow, which is what I see you here like moving through, trying to transmute here. Five of Cups also, I'm picking up something too, like something you're like letting go of, or something that you've had to let go of recently. You did pull the Justice card here in the challenge, and then you also pulled the Four of Pentacles here as your advice. It's interesting because I don't really think this is anything that's going to be something that sets you back, or that it's like you may be thinking it's going to set you back, or that you're not going to be able to get to where it is that you want. But no, I don't think that's true. Even with the Four of Pentacles being the advice, the Four of Pentacles says you have the resources at this time at your disposal here to continue on with what you want to do and to create what it is that you want to do. The Four of Pentacles asks the question, where does your power lie? Right? And what that means is like you have it somewhere, right? And what I mean by that is that it can be multiple things. Like the Four of Pentacles can represent maybe our power lies in our resources, or with our material things, or with our possessions, or with our money, or whatever the case might be, right? Or maybe it lies in our own intellect, or our own knowledge, or our own wisdom. Basically, the Four of Pentacles as the advice is saying you have everything at this time here to continue on with what you want to create and to do what it is that you want to do. Four of Pentacles just encourages you here to keep the discipline, keep the structure of things. Obviously, if things need to change, of course, be flexible. But for the most part, it's like you have here things at your disposal, and you have resources here, or just things here in general that can help you continue on what it is that you want to do. It's interesting that you did pull the Four of Pentacles here, or sorry, the Four of Cups here in the future. Give me 1 second. All right, here we go. I had to pause it real quick. But you did pull the Four of Cups here in the future position. It's interesting. The fours in the tarot represent stagnancy. This is something you can easily avoid here, Virgo. Just because I pull a card in the future or the outcome, that doesn't set your fate in stone. It's like fate is just determined by energetic structures or character or patterns, right? Like I kind of see fate in the way in which that if you know the pattern of something, you can predict the fate. Or if you know the structure of something that doesn't change, you can predict the fate. Does that make sense? And so I think tarot, it's the energetic structures that it picks up on, that you have your own free will, though, to change those structures so that way you don't get the fate that you want, right? And you can create the fate that you do want. And so right now, what I'm seeing with your current energy at this time, the current energy structures of how things are going, the Four of Cups being in the future position could be an energy to where we slip into an energy of complacency, or we slip into this energy of nonchalant, or being disappointed, or not satisfied, or just feeling in a way just closed off, like not being satisfied. But also the Four of Cups can be the energy of like not allowing ourselves to go through change. And this is what I mean. What I mean by change is that it's interesting because fours bring structure and the fives in the tarot bring change. And right now with the Five of Cups being in your current energy, it's like you're going through a change. And sometimes these changes are, because if you think about the tarot, the Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Five of Swords, and the Five of Wands are all non-pleasant cards, right? They're not good cards. They're all like chaotic. And that's like the shift, that's the change energy that shakes up structure and rigidity. And so right now, I think at this time, it's like you're having to embrace change. But the Four of Cups being here in the future position is like this can be the resistance to change. And sometimes these things can play out in a way where it's like ourself not like feeling like nothing good's gonna happen, or if I do decide to make changes, or if I do things differently, like I'm not gonna get what it is that I want. So what's the point of even trying, right? The Four of Cups is saying, give it a try, right? You never know, right? Take the opportunity that's right in front of you that the universe is giving you to open up to change. And I think when you do that here with the Page of Pentacles, it's like then you receive what it is that you want, or then you start to create or make the improvements here that you want to make. If you've been waiting on some type of communication or an opportunity here, this Page of Pentacles being in the outcome, this could be an opportunity coming your way. Four of Cups can be an energy of being ignored, right? Needing something external to come your way, but it's not coming your way. The Page of Pentacles here in the outcome would signify that something is coming your way here that you've been waiting for. That's going to help you. You have the Queen of Cups here in the position of something that you're unaware of, that you need to be aware of here. Yeah, I mean, the Queen of Cups is saying, you know, the Queen of Cups deals with the depth of the unconscious or the depth of the subconscious, right? And it deals with the emotions. And so right now at this time, I think it's like you're going through something emotionally that could be difficult, but the universe is saying, you know, don't get stuck there. You know, Spirit's saying, don't allow yourself to dwell and get stuck, right? The person on the Five of Cups, you hear it all the time, but he has to see the cups that are right behind him, the Two of Cups, right? Those cups are already spilled in front of him, but there's two cups behind him that if he was to just turn around and just change his perspective, right, he would see like, oh, well, okay, not everything is not lost, or everything's not lost, or everything isn't as bad as I thought, right? Then he also sees the bridge, and also sees that, oh shit, there's like, I can get on the other side of this, right? I can go on the other side of this river. So, Queen of Cups, what I was saying is like something to be aware of is like, you know, not getting too stuck, you know, not allowing yourself to keep yourself down, you know, don't put yourself down here, Virgo. You have this 9th house card. It says faith here, and the 9th house does deal with, interesting enough, it is the house connected to Sagittarius. The Temperance here, the overall energy is the archetype of Sagittarius. My camera's blurry. That's why I paused the video early to try to fix it. It's just not going to work. So I've been dealing with this problem for a while. So I'm probably just going to get rid of the overhead cam. I have one more solution, and that's to put a mat or to put a tablecloth here, because maybe it's the reflection of the table to where the light on the reflection of the table is causing it to blur. So that's my last option. But if that doesn't work, then I'm getting rid of the overhead cam, because it's just annoying to do it. But you have this 9th house card, and like I said, the Temperance card, your overall energy here is the archetype of Sagittarius. Sagittarius deals with our beliefs. It deals with, you know, learning, higher levels of education, right? It deals with teachers, guides, mentors here. I think at this time you're learning through trial and error of a process here that you're going through. And that's also the Justice card, right? The Justice card is saying, you know, we learn as we go. And sometimes, you know, we don't get what it is that we want karmically, but we can always learn from the situation karmically, so that way we don't repeat the same things over and over. And so I think your challenge at this time is understanding that, like, that you're in a process of learning, but by making the adjustments, by making the corrections here and learning, you know, not putting yourself down or being too hard on yourself, that's what's going to allow you here to start to, for the situation to start to change here. You pulled this Joyful Muse card. It says inspiration. You may be missing inspiration at this time. I'll be real. I think you could be missing inspiration. 4 of Cups is when we don't feel moved emotionally to do something. It's like, I already tried that. You know, I didn't get what I wanted. And sometimes we're looking for motivation and inspiration, or we need motivation and inspiration to pick us back up. And I think this card is saying here to look for it. If you look for it, you'll find it. The motivation and the inspiration. Whether it's me or something else or whatever the case might be, right? But also too, it's like when the Four of Cups can be just where we're just not moved by something emotionally, and it's in the future, but you can get out of this energy very quickly. It's just finding something here that does emotionally bring you joy or move you or start to help you get out of that Five of Cups energy. 'Cause sometimes we can just sit and dwell and stay stuck in an emotional state, and the more and more we stay there, the longer and longer we stay there, the harder it is to get out. So it's like by finding something, right away that can bring back in the inspiration, the motivation, I think would help you. You pulled this groundedness card. It says gravity here. Leo pulled a similar energy. If you have Leo in your chart, I would watch the Leo reading because they did pull an energy about like having to ground their energies. And I think at this time it's the same for you, Virgo, like having to ground your energy. Five of Cups is when it's like it's the intense emotions. It's emotions we're trying to overcome, but it's almost like they got a hold of us, right? But the one thing that helps is like by grounding yourself. It can be like just getting out in nature or doing something that you enjoy, right? Just to change your vibration and change your frequency. So don't ignore the power of grounding here. All right, let's see here. You pulled this, the way is clear, awaken to the power within you here. And that's what I was kind of getting. That Four of Cups is when we don't give ourselves the permission. If we were to just give ourselves the permission to try again or to, make adjustments, make changes, it's like then things can start to change. But sometimes it's like we can get it in our own way or we can feel like there's things in our way. But I feel like this card is confirming here that the way is clear, right? And that you do have the power, right? Where does your power lie? With the Four of Pentacles as your advice, where does your power lie? It lies within you here. And that's what you're realizing here. You pull this Gaia card. It says harmony, abundance, wholeness, forgiveness here. So sometimes when we don't get what it is that we want, Five of Cups, when our desires don't get fulfilled, we get into the Five of Cups energy and we start to feel like the world, we get an energy of lack or scarcity. But Gaia reminds us that the world is actually very abundant, right? And to forgive yourself, right? And that you'll always find wholeness and harmony and joy and peace when you decide to look for it, right? But it's always all around you. You pull this Caribou card. It says perseverance, resourcefulness, movement, determination. So I think at this time you are being encouraged here to keep going, persevere, right? Use your resources. Four of Pentacles. You have the resources here. You have the power, right, to keep things moving. Let's clarify your read, Virgo. Clarify the Temperance here. Clarify the Temperance here for the overall energy. Let's take a look at this. You pulled the Queen of Swords here. Yeah, the Queen of Swords is the comprehension part of like learning with the Temperance. It's like understanding, integrating the deeper lesson, but that can be difficult and that can be hard because of the Five of Cups energy. But the Queen of Swords is saying that, you're learning here. Oh, look what wants to work. Look what wants to work. The overhead cam. It heard me talking shit and then decided to change its mind. But you're learning, right? It's like a learning process here, and just understanding and trying to figure out, what are the things that are going to adjust things and help you get out of the negativity. Clarify the Five of Cups in your current energy. You have the Two of Pentacles here. Yeah, the Two of Pentacles is change, learning the dance of change. And sometimes we have no choice but to change or make changes. And even when things don't go our way with the Five of Cups, it's like we still have to change, right? We still have to go through the process of change. Which that can be the emotional difficulty, right? Being upset that things didn't happen, right? Or things aren't going the way you wanted to. Clarify the Justice card in the challenge. You pull the Justice card again. So that's just a double clarification here. Justice card is all about balance, harmony, peace, fairness. It's the law, the cosmic law, right? That every action has a reaction. Everything is not coincidence. It is manifestation of energy. And I think your challenge at this time with this Justice card is it's like you're having to learn here from either mistakes or just learn in general from the process, and having to make the adjustments. Clarify the 4 of Cups in the future. You pull the 7 of Wands. Yeah, you know, 4 of Cups, 7 of Wands can be an energy of like giving up, or just being like, I don't want to try again. Or I'm laughing because I can relate. Everybody can relate. But the 4 of Cups, 7 of Wands is saying, you know, allow yourself to be ambitious again. Allow yourself to take the lead again. Stand up for what it is that you believe in. Have courage. Have strength. You know, to try again. Clarify the Page of Pentacles and the outcome. You have the Temperance, and look what happens when you try again. You make the improvements, things get integrated, and then peace, harmony, and joy comes back in, and things are reconciled here. Clarify the 4 of Pentacles as the advice. You pulled the 7 of Swords here. You know, 7 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles advises, you know, to not give your power away to anything. You know, don't let outside circumstances take your power away. This is about understanding the power lies within you. You know, nothing externally can take your power away. Clarify the Queen of Cups in the position of something you're unaware of. You pulled the King of Cups here. So you have divine counterparts here. So intrinsically, personally, individually, this looks like, you know, your energy is coming into balance. Something that you're unaware of is that your energies are out of balance, right? But that's why it's like bringing your emotional states into balance here. You know, that's going to help you. But also separate, dealing with other people, the court cards, right? The King and the Queen. This could be someone here that's in your life, or someone who is either a mentor or a guide, or just someone that you know that can help you here adjust to things. But first, it's like having to be open, or just opening up or connecting to them and asking for support. I feel like if you do that, then that could be, then that can also help you here. But either, you know, I see you here though, being able to make the adjustments and make the changes here. You know, with this Page of Pentacles and the Temperance here, being able to finally reconcile the things that are out of alignment, bring them back into balance. So that's what I got for you, Virgo, in your weekly reading. I'll leave your reading here. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. If you click that link, it'll take you straight to my website, and then from there you can purchase a read. If you're new to the channel, I encourage you to subscribe. Also hit the notification button as well. And if you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button for me. Otherwise than that, Virgo, I wish you the best, and I'll see you in your next video. Bye, Virgo.